Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello my dear students, welcome back to First Commerce Accountancy online classes. Let's move to start one more interesting and very simplest accounting concept, double column cash book, and it's for 12 marks. Okay, so 12 marks you can score easily 12 out of 12 if you concentrate properly. Okay, so simple column cash book, very easy concept. We can there I told that we can score 6 out of 6, that is just by categorizing receipts and payments and totaling and balancing. Same procedure here also, same procedure applicable to here also. The thing is, there in simple column cash book we consider only cash transactions, correct, right? But nowadays most of the organizations are using bank or any other financial institutions. That's I told that what payment of salaries by paid salary by check, paid rent by check, receipt from Kishore, check received from Kishore, check paid to Ram, like that. Okay, most of the transactions are related to bank. So nowadays organization added one more column to the same cash book, that is what, double column cash book. Okay, see in this very small changes here, that the changes is simple column cash book maintained only one amount column on both sides, correct, right? But double column cash book, as the name suggests, two columns or two amounts column on both sides. One is cash, another one is bank. We record cash transactions also, we record bank transaction also. Suppose if you are maintaining double column cash book, only that much. And all receipts records under debit, all payments credit, inflows debit, outflows credit. Okay, same procedure here also. The one important, very important concept will come in this, that is contra entries. I'll tell you by solving this. Okay, along with this, at the time of solving the question, I'll tell you about the contra entries and how to pass the contra entries. Clear? Okay. So just see the question. Prepare double column cash book from the following. The following transaction related to Miss Tools India. So here we need to mention the name of that enterprise as Miss Tools India Limited. Below that, double column cash book. Okay. In the next step, draw the columns, date, receipts, LF, cash, bank. Do the equal column, equal separation, and one side date, receipts, LF, bank, cash and bank. Another side same, date, payments, LF, cash and bank. Or say all the banking transactions are recorded under bank, payments of bank and receipts under bank, and all cash transactions cash column. Only this much. Let's see how we can record this transaction in double column cash book. Okay, so 2017 September 1, always opening balance of cash and bank record and receipt side, that is what, debit side, not receipt side, debit side. Okay, under receipts column. So bank balance, how you can write, to balance brought down, same date September 1, cash balance and bank balance. How you can write? Yes, 42,000. See, this is a bank balance. First one is bank balance, right? 42,000 under bank column, and cash balance 15,000 under cash column. 42 balance brought down. That organization have opening balance of bank 42,000, cash balance 15,000. So under cash write 15, under bank write 42,000 with the 2 balance brought down, and don't forget to write the date 2017 September 1. Clear now? Clear. Okay, next one, September 4, purchased goods by check. By check. So can we record this amount under cash column? No, because that transaction affects to bank. So date purchased goods September 4, 2017. By purchases, by check, so 12,000 under bank column, not under cash column, under bank column. The next one, sales of goods for cash, sold goods for cash, sold goods, receipts or payments. Yes, that is receipts. So two sales account, September 8, 6,000 for cash. So this side or this column? Yes, 6,000 under cash column. No need to write any amount under bank column. So next one, September 13, purchased machinery by check. Clearly mentioned, by check they purchased machinery. So by machinery account, by check, so 5,500 bank column. And the next one, check given to Rohit, check paid to Rohit, check given to Rohit, same meaning. So comes under payment side. As before that, write the name, write the date September 13. And the next one, check paid September 15 by Rohit's account. $10,000. Okay. And the next one, cash withdrawn from bank. The very important transaction, cash withdrawn from bank. Why I am telling it's very important? This is a contra entry. So contra entry means what? If the transaction affects both cash and bank, then that transaction is called as contra entry. Contra entry. So for such transaction we need to pass entry. That transaction is called that entry is called as what? Contra entry. So means this cash and bank. So how we can write which one we should consider, whether cash or bank. So that's why we need to pass contra entry. Just give concentration. Cash withdrawn from bank. So cash withdrawn, cash comes to the organization. Cash comes to the organization. Then it means receipts, correct, right? So write 5,000 under receipt side. Receipt side 5,000 cash column. 5,000 cash column. And the next one, and one more entry we need to pass for the same transaction. Cash received we recorded from bank. Bank also giving that 5,000, right? So write debit side, credit side 5,000 under bank column. Okay, so 5,000 under bank column. It means what? Bank is paying to organization. Organization is receiving from bank, like that. Clear? So here 5,000, we received 5,000, bank paid 5,000. Clear? So the next step is write contra. C in LF column in front of amount. Okay, in front of amount write C. Okay, it means that transaction is contra entry. That transaction is what? Contra. So the next step is We received cash, right? From where? From who is the giver? Who is the giver? Yes, bank is the giver. So to bank account. We received cash means organization received cash from bank. From bank. So the next step is mention the date September 16. So we received cash from bank and bank paid to the organization in the form of cash. So by cash account. By cash account. Clear? Clear? See, cash withdrawn from bank, cash deposited to bank. These are two important contra entries transactions. So we received cash 5,000. Bank is paid cash. So credit side 5,000 bank column. Cash bank column treated as cash because bank give the amounts in the form of cash. Here cash received from bank. So to bank account by cash account September 16 same date. So for this transaction these two entries you will get 2 marks. Each contra entries you will get 2 marks. Rest 1 marks like that. So contra entries over. Next one September 17 purchased stationery for cash. Purchased stationery by stationery account 1,000 for cash. So 1,000 for cash. So 1,000 cash column. Paid rent by check. Paid rent. They paid rent that is by check through check. So paid rent by rent account 5,000. 5,000. Next one is paid salary. They not mention whether it's cash or check. Then we should assume that transaction is cash transaction. So paid salary by salary. Before that please mention date. Purchased stationery September 17 and paid rent by check September 18 and one more paid salary September 19 by salary. By salaries account date amount 1,500 cash column. And the next step same as simple column cash book totaling in the straight line, must be in the straight line. Okay. And the next step totaling both sides. There only one amount column, correct, right? But here we need to calculate 2 amount column. First cash column this side and that side, and the next step this side and that side, like that. So now 15,000 plus 5,000, 20,000, 20,000 plus 6,000, 26,000. This side shows lesser value. So write them on 26,000. Double column, double line, and 26,000 minus 1,500 and 1,000, 2,500. So just calculate 26,000 minus 2,500, 23,500. What is this? Yes, by balance carried down. Above the total by balance carried down 30th September. Okay, and next step 42,000. There is no other amount. That side shows lesser value compared to this side. So 42,000 right under both sides. Then the next step 42,000 minus 10,000, 20,000, here 20,000, minus 5,500 minus 12,000. 4,500. 4,500 carried down amount, bank column, cash column 23,500, and the same amount should brought down for the next month. So first of next month, September, October, 1st October 2017, two balance brought down. Two balance brought down. So amount 23,500 and 4,500. This is the end of the illustration. So very simple, right? All the banking transactions, suppose check is mentioned in the transaction, that amount should record under bank column, both receipts and payment side. All the cash transactions are recorded under cash column on both sides, with the receipts, cash receipt side, all payments credit side, like that. So the next step is totaling. After totaling, we need to find out the carried down amount. The same carried down amount should brought down for the next month first date. Okay, below the total brought down, above the total carried down. Before that, you need to analyze every transaction properly, correctly. One or two contra entry may come, okay, in the illustration. So contra entry means what? If that transactions affects both to cash and bank, then such transactions, for such transaction we need to pass contra entry. Okay, so receipts, suppose receipt cash withdrawn from bank, then it's receipts. So write the amount in receipt side cash column, write the amount in payment column bank amount, same amount under payment side bank amount. Suppose deposit bank shows increased value, cash shows decreased value, like that. Okay, we need to analyze the transaction in that way. Okay, now I hope you understood this sum. Thank you for watching this video.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all